If you have lower back pain, you may have been told that you need to strengthen your core. But after 17 years as a physical therapist, I've found that many patients with lower back pain don't even know how to turn their core muscles on, let alone strengthen them. In this video, I'll share one simple trick to instantly activate your core. Plus, I'll share some bonus tips to help you stand, walk, and lift more comfortably. But before we talk about how to activate your core, we first need to discuss what that means. When many people think of their core, they think of the six-pack muscles. But those are part of your outer core that moves your trunk. What we want to strengthen if you have lower back pain is your inner core, the muscles that are deep around the spine and stabilize it. In order to do that, the one simple trick that I'm talking about is just taking your fingers and putting them on the outside of your abs. These are the deeper abs that sit underneath of your rectus abdominis. Then just blow out quickly, like this. Now, if you have your fingers there, you'll probably feel your abdominal muscles tense underneath your fingers. That's activating your core. So now that you know how to activate your core, what do you do next? Well, it's unrealistic to hold your breath all day long to keep your core activated. It's also unnecessary. In most daily activities, we only use around 20% of our maximum core strength. So it's not necessarily about getting your core stronger, but using it in the right amounts and at the right time. First, let's talk about how to gently activate your core for standing and walking. And then we'll talk about how to activate your core a little bit more for heavier tasks like lifting and carrying. So first of all, for standing. For many people, it helps out to bend your knees just a little bit and kind of tuck your pelvis underneath of you. Now, when many people roll their hips underneath, they kind of instinctively lean back like that. But to prevent that from happening, roll the pelvis underneath and then breathe out, and that instantly activates your core. Now, hold that exhale for just a few seconds and also tighten your glutes. You'll feel that everything kind of tightens up here. Now, if you hold this all day long, one, you'll probably tire out, and two, it might even start to hurt and make the pain worse. So once you've found this tighten position here, then let up on it and just go to maybe 10 to 20% of that. Try to keep your spine in the same relative neutral position. So instead of standing up with an arch in your back like this, which jams the joints in your lower back together and can pinch on the nerve roots that go down your leg, particularly if you have degenerative disc disease or spinal stenosis, you want to bend your knees just a little bit, breathe out to tighten your abdominal muscles, squeeze your glutes to tighten everything down, get a really hard co-contraction between abs and glutes, and then just gently let off of that to about 10 to 20%. So you don't need to stay here all day long. Just use that to find the position and then let up from it. Now, how do you walk from here? Many patients find it hard to walk when doing that because it feels like you're stuck and you can't go anywhere. And that's true, because when you're walking, you're not trying to keep everything stacked up over your center of gravity. You're actually trying to move forward. And to do that, it helps to lean your trunk forwards a little bit when you're walking. Now, in order to activate your deeper core muscles, your abdominals, as well as a stabilizing muscle in your lower back, if you lean your trunk forwards a little bit like you're going to take a step, balance over this front leg, and then just lift the back toe an inch or so off the floor, just enough that it leaves contact with the ground. Squeeze your glute at the same time, tighten your core, and then come back down. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's perfectly okay. There's just a slight forward trunk lean, foot behind you, breathe out, tighten the core, slight glute lift, and come back down. Now, not only does that strengthen the leg that you're lifting, but it also strengthens the side hip muscles on the leg that you're standing on. So you get benefits for both your abdominals and your glutes on both sides. And then when you're walking, you just transition into slight forward trunk lean, not excessively leaned over like that, but also not trying to stay perfectly upright. So now that we've discussed standing and walking, we next need to discuss activating your core a little bit more for heavier tasks like lifting. When you're lifting something heavy off the floor, whether it's a weight, a bag of dog food, or a grandchild, you want to try to get as close to it as possible. That brings the weight close to your center of gravity. Then squat down using your legs, but you don't want to keep your spine perfectly upright like this. When you keep your spine perfectly upright, that actually lengthens your abdominal muscles and shortens your back extensors and tightens the hip flexors. Instead, you want to try to find a neutral spine position, push the hips back so you're leaning forwards a little bit, but you're not rounding out your back. You're pushing the hips back, keeping the core tight, nice neutral spine position. Squat down, grab it with your hands, then you're going to tighten your core again, and then drive up using your legs, keeping your core tight the entire time. If it's something really heavy, you might even hold your breath on the way up until you get all the way up, and then hold your breath on the way back down. So breathe out, tighten the core, lift up, and then breathe out. Now, what about carrying things? When you're carrying things, much like walking, you're not staying in a stationary position. So to carry something, you'll lift it up the same way, breathe out, lift with your legs, and then bring it as close to your center of gravity as possible. If you're holding something like a box, it might look a little bit more like this. Then when you're carrying something close to you, if you keep it pulled in tight to your core, that actually helps you to activate your abdominal muscles. Breathe out just a little bit, tighten the muscles, and then resume breathing as normal as you're walking, keeping the weight or the object close to you. Then when you go to set it down on the ground, keep it close to your body as you're setting it down, come back down, and you're all set. So those are the tips to activate your core, plus to use them when standing, walking, lifting, and carrying. If you'd like more tips to strengthen your core without getting down on the floor, check out this video over here. But before you go, if you found this one helpful, make sure to give it a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on future tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.